All right, welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated and Lorex 7. All right, we got a shop update. I've got about three things to say. Well, three topics, right? So one is the getting the car ready for next week. Double SARC Divisional, Southeast Division at Roebling Road. I'm going to be doing some updates from there, so check out my videos next week. Two, we have the information, the test results from last week. Successful test at Homestead Miami Speedway with the performance driving group. Mr. Gilbert puts in a great organized show there. So I did 6 sessions, well, 5. I did 5. I didn't go for the 6. Where, yeah, everything was awesome. And then the last thing is it's just an update on my son's car that I've been working on today. Just mainly because through racing, really, learned a lot of stuff, right? So had to just switch the headlights, but this is aftermarket, so they don't have regular bulbs in them, so you have to do a lot of wiring to connect to the other ones. So all that wiring stuff that I've been learning through racing, then that was applied there to properly, connect the wires, put shrink tube in them, all that really nice stuff. So that came out really, really good, really happy. And then, the assembly is a mess in these cars. Thank you, engineers. Because, you have to take the bumper off, you have to take the grill off just to get the assemblies out. So, but, it worked out. Really happy. Everything worked out really good. The other thing with the car is the hood was not opening. So I had to find my way through the back. And then in the meantime, another racing application is, you twist the wire with your nice vacuum tube here, so you can pull it no problem. So at least for now, because the cable it's not working properly. So at least we can open the hood now. And another racing application, so got a mess in the shop. But again, had to use the compressor, the headlights. This one was underwater previously, the previous one. So the connectors were really wet. So, use the compressor there, get that going. So yeah, that's the update on the Cyan. So my son can now drive safely at night. Got Lorex 7 is next. Lorex 7 is ready to go, man. The test went really, really good. Couple things popped out, which is what you want to test. And a couple things I was tuning in. So really, really happy with that. Back here you can see a little yellow where there used to be red. So we pop in the new conies in the back. Thank you, Austin Bradshaw from Portland, for the tip on what would fit my car, same as yours. So I tell you, now I can drive this car. I mean, Jesus, I was driving a wreck. And between fixing the pan bar and putting in these guys in the test, the car felt incredible. So now I have a real car. So I'm really looking forward to next week, so I can go a little faster in the turns. Before it just felt like the car was just going. It's kind of I was kind of spin every time. So can drive it that way. The other thing here, really important, is my new windshield wiper. And the reason I'm putting it in is because, I don't like racing in the rain too much, but you sometimes have to race in the rain, especially at the national level. So yeah, you better have the windshield. Last year at the runoffs, the second half, I could not see that well. And it just kind of makes it more difficult, of course, and you can see where you're going, you can see people around you. So this was a must, one of my priorities. So it's all done, ready to go. Obviously we will take it off most of the time. Just take the bolt off there, and this just comes right off, and then this stays here. But no, it works out pretty good. I'm really excited. But yeah, not like I want to race all the time in rain, but sometimes you have to. And you have to practice, because you're not gonna sit out the runoffs because it's raining. And this year, the spring, so it was raining. So it's like, what? Put your wiper on. So got the wiper switch in there also. So yeah, it's working out pretty good. Look at that. Yeah. Hopefully that will improve some visibility when we're driving in the rain whenever it's required. I try not to go out in the rain sometimes, but sometimes you do have to. And also got my turbo set up, got the switch there ready for the turbo. So looking good, looking good. So yeah, from the test day, the highlights was a tuning the Weber, so we got it dialed in really, really nice. So it took a couple sessions to kind of get it exactly where I wanted it, so I'm really happy with that. The other thing is I was testing the brake bias, and before I tried to play with it and I just never noticed a difference, but this time I finally kind of said, okay, I'm going to go from here to there, see what happens, and that did what I thought it was going to do, which was I have much less brakes, and then I tied it back up to another point, and then the brakes were on. So really happy with that part, because I played with it before and I just could never really feel it, but this time I could really feel the difference from one setting to the next. So really, really excited with that. That took about 2 sessions out of the day to kind of figure that out, so that was pretty good. The other thing is here, he also replaced this front control arm on the right side. We had just replaced the left, and then the right one gave me trouble, so good time for that. And so just order a new one and pop it back in, so we're looking good, ready to go. In the meantime, we're gonna put the 2 old ones, the left and right. We're gonna put some new ball joints in them and have them ready for backup duty. These things are hard to find, so that's what we're gonna do with that. So besides that, yeah, the car was wonderful, no issues. Yeah, the rear end stuff worked out really good. Weber settings worked out really good. Brake bias testing worked out really good. So everything good. Look at this, the old ball joint. Look at this, totally destroyed. So here's another one. This is the one that this last time that got affected by the right not working properly. So that's what happens. But we're all set now, ready to go for next week. So that's what's happening here. Oh, also got some of the tires down. We're switching the tires on the Panasports. I've been running the Toyos there for like 3 years, so we're gonna put some of the Hoosiers, the same size that I use on the other wheels. So yeah, no, the Toyos, I tell you, what a tire. They still got left, but I just kind of want to be more consistent with the tires that I'm using at the track. So we finally gonna move to the 245s on the Panasports as well. So yeah, we're ready to go here. Next week I'll be reporting live from Roebling Road, for those of you who've never been there, so you guys can see what it looks like. And they repaved it last year, and then it's beautiful and it's super, super sticky. So we're looking forward to going there for the SARC. Yeah, so we're gonna do that and have a good time. Hopefully I can drive this car hard finally. So that's what's going on. You guys stay healthy, stay safe, stay with family. Star Wars Race Incorporated.